Yo, what's up? This is Talk Football with yours truly, Mr. Blitz. Yeah, you see what's up, right? It's getting close. Yes, it is. You like that, right? Right? Yo, it's almost there, man. That's what I'm talking about. All right, catch. Woo! All right. Let me put this over here. Yeah, there we go. All right. Let's get it. This is who we talking about today. The Seattle Seahawks. That's right. Now, check this out. CenturyLink Field. You know, this is one of the best built stadiums in the NFL. Now, if you didn't know that, you probably knew that, but you probably wondering what am I talking about. Check this out. Paul Allen, the late owner, he passed away, the owner of the Seattle Seahawks. Look how he had gotten this stadium designed. You see how the opening is here, right? And then you see how inside, you know, look at that. You see? Look, and then inside, the fans, they're all up in here, and they got this open. It's one of the loudest stadiums in the NFL. It is. The way that he designed it, when the fans go crazy, it keeps the loud noise inside. And that's how it's built that way. You know, the two pallets right here, that's the word I'm gonna use, and the fans are inside. As you can see my hand going in there. He designed this stadium perfectly to keep that fans, that decimal point is loud as an airplane taking off. That's how loud it is when the fans are going crazy and all of them are in a frenzy. You feel me? One of the best stadiums, one of the best teams. All right, check it. Let's get it. Now, first things first, we got to talk about my boy out of North Carolina State. Actually, North Carolina State, and then he transferred to Wisconsin. Yeah, that's right. The 9-year veteran, Russell Wilson. Now, excuse me, last year, he passed for over 4,100 yards, 31 touchdowns, 5 picks. That is slamming, you know. Only 5 interceptions and 31 touchdowns. I mean, wow. Russell is the man. He got skills. This cat is only 5'11", not even 6 feet, 5'11", but he plays tall in the pocket. You know, he see the rush coming, he could dip, boom, and he's looking downfield, and he could take off and run when he want. That's what I love about Russell. He's a confident guy. He never gives up. He always believes he got a chance to win the game, to pull it out, to come back and steal a victory when they probably should have lost. Russell always played like that. I love that about him, for real. Now, enough for him. Let's go to the other cat in the backfield. They brought Marshawn Lynch back last year. But I don't want to talk about him. I want to talk about because they was running by committee last year. They got had this cat, Chris Carson, out of Ohio State. No, I'm sorry. Yeah. Chris Carson. I'm sorry. Not out of Ohio State, out of Oklahoma State. This running back, last year, I think he got banged up here and there, but he had some good yardage last year. And he's run hard, and he's fast, and he can run cats over. I like the way this cat run. I'm going to reiterate. Chris Carson had 1,200 yards, 1,230 yards rushing. He only had 7 touchdowns, but he made up for all the yardage he got that year. Last year, went over 1,000 yards, you know. And excuse me. I'm not gonna give you his stats. Rashard Penny, good running back too. Watched him in college out of San Diego State. Dude got skills too. But they picked up this guy. They signed him to a 1-year deal. Carlos Hyde. He's out of Ohio State. And if you ever seen Carlos Hyde run, he played for Frisco. He played for Houston. Now he signed a 1-year deal. with the Seahawks. So they got 3 good running backs in the backfield. They probably run by committee, but I think Chris Carson is going to take most of the load. I think he is. All right, let's go to the wideouts. They got this cat out of Kansas State, 6-year veteran out of Kansas State, Tyler Lockett. One thing about Lockett, he got good speed and he catches some of the most nice passes from Russell Wilson. He can catch. He did a sideline pass. I forgot who they're playing. I think they were playing the Bengals last year. Did you see that catch he made in the corner of the end zone when it looked like he should have been out of bounds? 2 guys, or was a defensive back in front of him. One of the prettiest, awesome, toughest catches you can make, because it's not that he had to go up and get the ball, Tyler Lockett. It was in the corner of the end zone. You think the ball was going to go out, and he couldn't catch it and keep his feet inbound at the same time. He was like tippy-toe, and his feet, it was truly remarkable. It was one of the best, not only catches, but one of the best touchdown catches in the NFL last year, for real. Tyler Lockett. If you didn't see it, go to the videotape, look it up, for real. Now, and they got this other cat they drafted 2 years. This is going to be his 3rd year. DK Metcalf. This cat is 6'4", about 240, but he's big and he can run and he's chiseled. I thought he was going to have a lot of drops because a couple of games I saw him, he dropped. I'm like, dang, Metcalf, you got to catch that. And then he started getting his rhythm. Then he started catching like he's supposed to. Now, check it. Last year, he only had like 900 yards receiving, but out of Ole Miss. And he had 900 yards receiving out of Ole Miss, his 3rd year. He had 7 touchdowns. So 7 touchdowns, single digits. 3 and 4 is like, okay, but 7, 8, 9, that's all right. 7 touchdowns, only 900 yards. But he's another weapon, a big weapon, and he made his presence known last year. DK Metcalf. Remember that. Now, let me move on to some sad news, though. They could have even had another potent weapon last year. Josh Gordon, this guy, he was drafted by the Cleveland Browns, and he was tearing stuff up. They let him go. The Patriots got him. They cut him. Seattle got him last year. I'm like, yo, now Josh Gordon gonna resurrect his career. But he continued to have violating substance abuse. And now he's out of the league right now. He's 29 years old. His career is hanging by a thread. He can't seem to get it together. 29. He's most likely not going to be able to play this year. You have to sit out another whole year and try to get reinstated again next year. Once again, I reiterate, Josh Gordon was a bad guy at one time. And I mean bad as of have skills on the field. But he became bad off the field. Substance abuse. So this is his 2nd time. 3rd time being suspended. So it's truly amazing. If he could get his act together, this guy could be a straight up, if you want to look at it, pushing it Hall of Fame, because he was racking up some serious yardage. Nobody could stop this guy. Now, the door is closing on a brother, for real. All right, let's keep it moving. So, let's talk about the Seattle defense now. Now, first person comes to mind is Jadeveon Clowney. Yeah, out of South Carolina. They signed to a 1-year deal. They said he's looking for 15 and change. They signed to a 1-year deal, Seattle, but Seattle didn't re-sign him. He's looking for $16 million, more, $15 million at least a year. Seattle ain't budging. There's some takers, they saying. The Raiders looking like they might try to get him, but you don't know. But if he doesn't make it, because he paid some dividends playing for Seattle last year. If they don't got enough money to sign him, they're probably going to let him go. But let's move on. Let's talk about who they still have. They got the 2 linebackers. Yeah, 2 linebackers. Bobby Wagner and KJ Wright. I mean, if Bobby Wagner ain't making the tackles, KJ Wright is making the tackle. Yeah, they got some good bookend linebackers. And check this out. Bobby Wagner was the leading tackler in the NFL with 159 tackles. Guess who was under him? KJ Wright. He had 132 tackles. So they got some linebackers. And then if you're on defense, or if you have a defense, who do you want to be making most of your tackles? First, you want the defensive line to be making all the tackles, because that means they ain't getting no yardage if the defensive line is making all the tackles. After that, you want your linebackers to be making the tackles. You feel me? Not the secondary, not the safeties, not the cornerbacks. You want, if it ain't your defensive line that's making the tackles, you hoping it's your linebackers that making the tackles. And I mean making tackles all the way downfield. I'm talking about stopping it right there. They're not getting all that type of yardage, because the linebackers is cleaning it up, you know. So I love the Seattle defense. They got a good defense, and Russell Wilson driving that ship. I mean, Seattle can't go wrong. You feel me? And I'm not gonna bring up his lovely wife, because she's not on the field making no touchdowns. That's RW. Yeah, that's what I call him for short. RW. Russell Wilson. You feel me? All right, but check this out. Before I go, I was talking to somebody about this a couple of weeks ago. And we was talking about Russell Wilson and Lamar Jackson, a.k.a. Lamarcable Jackson. If you had a team and both of them was coming out of college, or no, I'm not going to say that. Go about what you see now. See, I don't want to say coming out of college. Let's go about what you see now. Forget about what you see now of Lamar Jackson, what you see now of Russell Wilson. Who would you take right now? You had a chance to get this guy on your team right now. Excuse me. And you had a chance to take one of them. Which one you take? Not only you got to tell me which one you take, you got to tell me why. Yeah. Me, I'm taking Russell Wilson. I ain't lying. I love both of these guys. I love Lamarcable Jackson. I love me some Russell Wilson. I'm going by what I've seen so far. And the potential of Lamar Jackson, he's gonna succeed where he's at now. He's gonna go even further. But I'm just talking about right now. This cat told me, I'm taking Lamar Jackson. That's what he said. What I see now, I'm taking Jackson. Nah, not me. I'm taking Wilson. Because Wilson, he stands taller in the pocket. Lamar, like I said, from what I see now, he proved that he could throw last year. Yeah, passed for over 3,500 yards last year. So he proved he can throw. That's not up for debate. But from what I've seen, Russell proved a lot more what I've seen. He know how to come from behind victories. When you think they're going to lose, he proved that he could come back and win. When it's time to pull it down and run without getting sacked, he knows how to do that too. Lamar likes to take off quick still. He likes to take off quick still. You know, can he go from his first read, his second read, and his third read? Russell Wilson proven that he can do that. Lamar still haven't proven all that yet. And I use the key word, yet. But eventually he will. So, the debate I had with this cat, he said, Lamar, I'm going to say Russell. That's my personal opinion. You feel me? You know what I'm talking about? Alright, so check it. This is Talk Football with yours truly, Mr. Blitz. Holla at your boy. Give me the thumbs up. Come on, you can even leave me a comment. You feel me? Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to yours truly so you continue to get this football knowledge right out of my mouth, straight to you. You know? You ready to go outside right now? Let's do this. You know? Yeah, let's go. Let's go. No, let me stop. All right, check it. You guys have a good day and be safe. Peace.